I recently did a video on Claudia Jordan where she spoke of wanting the soft life, specifically the kind of life seen in the movie Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts. Remember this clip?
I would feel like, why the hell ain't no one trying to scoop me up to save my life? Am I ugly? Are they better looking than me? Like, why are they getting saved and I'm over here working, taking on extra shifts now because she got Richard Gere that came and scooped her up and now she got an easy life and now I got extra corns on my toes and my back hurts because no one's saving me. So you have a very positive attitude. I would have been a little bitter like, why the fuck? Why not me? Why not? I don't want to be irresponsible. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of the goddamn cape. Somebody save me. I want to be Julia Roberts on Hollywood Boulevard in cheap shoes when some guy comes and saves me. I have worked hard since I was 14 and I had to pay. I'm sick of it, Erica. I've been dating since the 1900s and 80 something and I'm still single. I'm tired, Erica. You found your man. Don't hate. Let me live this. Let me vent. You're off the strip. I am still on it. I'm in the trenches and it sucks. I'm sick of being independent. I fucking hate paying for my fucking Range Rover, my other car, my mortgage insurance, my freaking cell phone, computer, Wi-Fi. I am sick of it. I need some guy with bad health to jump on in and interrupt and say, let me take you off your shift. You've been working hard enough.
From that clip, she was venting about being single and acting like she didn't know why. I mean, it's quite obvious. She was single because she hadn't moved through life with intention, at least not the intention to get married. She admitted that her focus was on attaining the independent boss chick life. Congratulations, you got what you wanted. Sadly, she realized there was more that she wanted out of life. In a recent interview with The Shade Room, she shed more light on her views of dating, now in her 50s. If you're new here, I go by TSF. That sounds familiar. And for those returning, you know how we do. When I eat, all my people eat too. Get your dinner set. We about to eat on this one.
Right here. What are the biggest things you notice like dating now versus when you first started dating?
I feel like when I first started dating back in the 1900s, I feel like love wasn't something that people were embarrassed about. You know, even the music was different than movies. And I often look back like, damn, I wish this generation could experience like the kind of like, I don't know, I guess you guys would call it like, what's that called when you like kind of, you go out bad for someone? I can't even think of the word. Kind of like being simping, sprung, all that, like all those good R&B songs where the brothers were singing and they was like grasping the air and they was in the rain with the white linen.
The 112.
Yes, but like that's what the vibe felt like back then. You know, like men would pursue you and it felt like you were being courted and it felt like you were special. It didn't feel like, you know, we didn't have all these 50-50 conversations or I'm the prize, you know? And it's just like, it felt like a good reason to get butterflies. Now, I just feel like with so much access, maybe, I hate to sound cliche and blame social media, but yeah, social media. I mean, humans are on the menu. You can just go find someone in any city you want and I can reach out to a celebrity that I may have never encountered in real life. You can reach out to whoever. So it makes the person in your face maybe be less special to you. I don't know what it is, but it's just like been the perfect storm of negativity. And I feel like I hate that love seems to be going by the wayside.
Claudia talks about the difference between dating now and when she first started dating. She wisely points to social media as being both a gift and a curse. While it's a good tool to help you connect with a lot of different people, we see that we don't do well when people are on the menu. Sometimes people end up with analysis paralysis. That's where a person is unable to move forward with a decision due to being overwhelmed by the sheer number of possible options. When asked what she wishes she would have known about later years before she got there, she drops the most important gem in this entire interview.
What do you wish someone had told you about dating like in your 40s and 50s back then?
You know, you think that when you're ready to settle down that there's always going to be a lot of supply on the shelves, and it's not. Like at this age, a lot of the good guys are married or taken because they're good guys. And I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine the other day, and I'm like, well, your best bet now is maybe someone that a good man that maybe is coming out of a marriage, getting a divorce. So, I think in our youth, and I would like people to know this when they're younger, we think, oh, there's always going to be an endless supply. I can wait till tomorrow. Don't put off your happiness waiting. If you find that good person, like a lot of times we wait, well, it's not the right time. It's never going to be like the right time. I would say go for it more. I wish I would have someone told me just go for it. I probably have overlooked a good candidate before, like maybe,
Why is that though?
Me thinking the timing thing, maybe prioritizing career. I definitely was always like work. I never thought I had enough cushion built up to like relax and take my foot off the gas and start a family.
And there it is. She thought that there would always be viable products on the shelf, so to speak. The rhetoric is that women shouldn't settle and should wait as long as it takes to find their person. She sees that wasn't the best advice after all. The truth is, there are fewer and fewer options the longer one waits to prioritize finding a relationship. Then in a moment of clarity, she goes on to say that she probably ran across a good guy. She didn't cash out because she thought there will always be time. I would venture to say throughout all those years, she probably ran across hundreds of suitable candidates. Guys with whom she would have been well taken care of, well loved, and everything she could ask for. There's no such thing as the one when it comes to finding love. We keep trying to tell women this, but they don't believe fatback is greasy. Another important segment of this interview was when she spoke of wanting more strong and stable Black families.
I would love to see more examples of strong Black families where there is, two people, whoever the two people are. But I think everybody needs a little support in their lives, a little backup. It's hard to do it all by yourself.
Yeah,
I've been doing it by myself, but I'm constantly exhausted. And I never took the time to like stop and smell the roses. Like I really don't. I'm always going. And it's cool for a little while, but it's not really a realistic pace. Like I think people look at me like, how could you even date? Would you even have time for someone? Or definitely a child. I never felt like I had time for that. Never.
Really?
Never. I know. I never felt comfortable. I never felt like I'm in a place where I'm supported, where this person is going to like be able to, have my back. I always felt like I had to go get it myself. And maybe that's daddy issues. I think a lot of women that didn't really grow up with their dad think that, well, I don't have that. I got you.
Right.
No, I have to go get it. So much time has gone by without it. And I've always been on the fence about having kids. Like, it was always, if I feel like I have the right partner, then I would go there and want to do it with someone. Right. But I never was the type of woman that's like, I just want to be a mom no matter what. I want it to be the right situation. I want to bring my child into a world.
But see, that's you trying to control. You can't control you can't have everything. Can't just be so controlled.
It can, but I also don't want to be chaotic. I also don't want to like regret it. I don't want to like bring another kid in the world that says, where's my father? Or I just wanted to be a place where I wanted to be with someone that they were dying to be a father. And
well, I ain't heard.
My question to her would be, well, what are you waiting on? She's had the power to affect that change for her whole life, but she chose to do otherwise. I do, however, commend her for deciding not to do the single woman with a child deal. She seems to understand that this is not something that is optimal, and is not a net positive when it comes to building strong families. The final part of the interview I wanted to touch on is when the interviewer asks about myths involving dating at a later age.
What is some myths about sex that you want to shut down right now? About people, they say, when you get 40, it's just, what is some myth that you want to shut down?
Oh, people thinking that it's dry?
I ain't heard this. I heard when you get 40, they say they start like rabbits.
Yeah, when you get 40, your sex drive goes in a different direction. And you be a little savage. That's why all these little youngsters, and I don't mean like R. Kelly youngsters, I mean like 20s and 30s, they be after the older women. Because women in their 40s, you definitely come into your prime. And I
them
think
youngsters, they want to go all night.
they do, and so do women in their 40s though.
Oh, period. They say.
Like, when I do go there, I go there. It's not, we're not one and tapping out. We're going to because most likely I have a lot of responsibilities. I've been busy. So if I put time aside to do this, it's not going to be one and done. It's going to be, don't make any plans.
What I took from this clip was what I suspected all along. Women like Claudia, who consider themselves independent boss chicks, may be busy and occupied in other areas of their life, but they still make time to date. And as long as they have access to men who will date them, they aren't the least bit concerned with settling down in a long-term relationship until they have to be concerned. My issue with them is that they don't do the disclaimer. You know, the disclaimer they do during advertisements for something that sounds too good to be true. It's essentially the fine print that tells you what might be excluded. Well, these celebrities, like Claudia, don't make the disclaimer that her results will likely not be the results that regular women can expect to get. And that's the sad part. Because they see this 52-year-old woman that seems to have it all, who continues to date while she waits on a good man to swoop in. That is selling these women a bill of goods, and it's incredibly irresponsible. Not that she's pushing the narrative, but to those who are, tell the whole story. If you want marriage, prioritize that when the time is most optimal. Spoiler alert, it's not when you're in your 40s and 50s. Now that we got some understanding, I'm about to get up through here on y'all. If you got value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and watch one of these videos next.